Okay, that's enough of that. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another FTB episode. And today we've got a little bit something planned. And let's just run to our house here real quick. Should I say real funny? Let's run in here real quick. Let's go into this one first. I want to show you the progress it's made on the mine. And chunks load a little slower when you're recording, even on a server. Come on now. But anyway, as you can see, the mine's made some progress here. Just about at redstone level down there. Let's go down and see what level it's at exactly. It is at 26. You can see it under the mini map. My Y coordinate is height 28 at 16. Well, 24 down here, but at 16 redstone starts spawning. If I'm correct there. Come on, fly. Okay, so let's save this while we're here. Just because maybe I might get into bees later. Right now, I haven't done anything with them in like a month at least. So I've just been collecting them. And found a K-spider spawner down there, so I'm saving that too. Let's head back now, and I'll show you what I plan on doing here. Back downstairs. So as you can see, my storage system has had an expansion, and it's kinda protruding from the wall. I am out of wall space. I don't want to throw away all the cobblestone, and I actually need this many bins just so that my sorting machine doesn't stop while I'm asleep or gone for even a few hours. But yeah, about several hours ago these were all empty, so yeah. It fills that at least once in a day. So we're going to go into something like what Drepic and Crazy have over at their place, and it's a whole different storage system. It'll turn all of these pipes and the pneumatic pipes here and all these barrels into basically just a few blocks. So it'll all fit on this wall very, very easily. Oh. So let me show you what that is exactly. So we've got the ME drive, the access terminal, and the controller. So basically what this is, and it goes with these as well, the ME drive holds a bunch of hard drives, these are the hard drives basically. So you can put up to 63 different items in there, and up to 16,384 items. 1 byte per item. And so that means you can have a crap load of stuff on each one. There's different sizes of these. I'm just using the 16K. It's kind of like the medium sized. It should be okay. 2 of them might be enough, but we're going to have to go a little bit crazy to get all of this into here, because it's a different mod even. So that could be kind of interesting. And these are just things that I needed to craft, mostly the storage here. But yeah. So first off, what I need to do to get all of this transferred over into another mod is break it all open, because I am too lazy to go take the iron out, empty it into that, take it all out, empty it into that, click thousands of times to move all this over. So let's kind of cheat with it. So what we're going to need to do is make obsidian transport pipes. And what obsidian pipes do, let's find them here. Ooh, it helps if you spell it. Obsidian. Right here. Come on. Show me the recipe. There we go. So it's 2 obsidian and a piece of glass, and that gives you 8. We're going to need probably, I don't know if we get maybe 3 sets of them. That should be good. How are we doing here? Let's take out this minium and then turn on our diamond machine. So that'll give us some obsidian in that chest. And after 5 minutes or so, we should have plenty. So I'll probably get back to you with that. I'm just going to get the obsidian minium stones in there for now, just for some chest or inventory space. And Now what else we're going to need is a bunch of just regular chests. I guess we can just use the regular ones. There's no need to go all fancy. Okay, so let's just put these chests, I guess, out like so. We don't really want this. This is kind of in the way. Let's actually put it in the chest for now. That's actually anxieties. Set these down here, I guess. And the extras can go in there for now. We have to break those open too. And so what we're going to need to do is set up obsidian pipes underneath of all this. I've got to be careful because in some spots here it's just that big mine underneath me. And I mean, it's not going to kill me or anything, but kind of an inconvenience. Ooh, I don't want to break those either. I think they'll still drop themselves, not like a machine block like some of the items would. Some machines, especially the industrial craft, I think it is, if you break one of those machines, instead of dropping that machine, it'll drop just like one of the pieces you use to make it, typically the advanced machine block or just regular machine block. So it's like you break it the wrong tool and then you're out of an hour of work in some cases. Depends really what it is. I guess maybe not an hour unless you're just starting out, which it was for me at one point. Let's see, is that enough? Give me that. Let's clear out what's under here too. Oh yeah, I put efficiency 5 on this, so it is crazy. Oop. Sorry. I'm trying not to break those, but we'll just start with this right now. We'll worry about that in a minute. I'm gonna have to turn off my sorting machine temporarily. There we go. So what's the best way to turn this thing off? I've never had to before. Maybe just break the pipes in front of it, I guess. I'm too full for that. I'm gonna store that in there, I guess. I don't know what to do with everything. Sorry, you're not gonna like this sorting machine. Or is that what they're called? Yeah, sorting machines. Okay. Next up. Oh no, this is not working. Never mind. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. You know what? I can just break them. Now I've got items everywhere. I see Drepic in the background. Yep, this will be a mess. Okay, I'm going to start working on this. I'm going to lay out some stuff and I'll get back to you before I do anything too much. Okay, so I've been working for quite a while here, and I've come up with an idea. I was just going to lay out obsidian pipes all over the floor, but that turned out not to really work too well. Don't mind that. That's an ender chest being opened upstairs. Drepic's doing some stuff. He's chopping down a forest with, excuse me again, with turtles. And yeah, he's just storing it all upstairs for now. As you can see, I've acquired a nickname. I've got a few kind of like that, I guess. Don't know where it came from, but yeah, Drepic placed that there. It's just under here there's a computer. Actually, I was playing, although I put this on a hard difficulty, which is way too hard. I can't get anything, and my connection's a little bit laggy right now. So, but yeah, that types on there if you want it to. Basically, does a lot of stuff. You can have it display any kind of information on there. You can have it be like a touch screen, and yeah. But let's get back to this. So how this works is I break these. Well, this is how it's supposed to work. I very briefly tested it by like throwing something in there and then watching what happens. So the obsidian pipe is the purple one. So an item touches that, goes into the pipe, gets pumped up into the chest, and the chest, yeah. We do that by accident all the time because we're OP. So if we're in cheat mode and we click on something, it'll give us that item. Whereas if we're in recipe mode and we click on that item, it'll show us the recipe. So we do that kind of thing all the time. It kind of gets to be a pain, but when you're in single player, it's so much easier to be in cheat mode. But here we are, trying this out. So hopefully, as I was explaining, this piece of dirt will go into this chest, and then immediately this import bus will pump it into whatchamacallit, the ME cable, and then into the terminal, which the terminal will send it into the drives. Got a few things in there so far, and this unit is for power. So I can go to any time and be like, oh, I want this one dirt, or I want half a stack of coal, whatever. So yeah. So let's break these open and see what kind of mess this makes. But first off, let's just save everything just in case the million items everywhere decides to crash the server. Well, that works perfectly so far. Let's see if it picks everything up. I made 4 hard drives there. I'm going to call them the storage things. Let's get rid of these pipes first. Might as well fly. Let's get rid of the ones on top too. I do apologize if I'm talking a little bit quieter than usual. It is 4 a.m. There's people sleeping. I need to stop doing that, don't I? Oh, those flew out a little bit. So those ones up there are going to do that even more. Not a big deal. Let's do that. I wonder if the angle at which I break it determines how far it flies and what direction it flies. I don't know where that went. Somewhere. A few things over there. I need to get off that ledge. If I do this, it should. Can I not place there? Apparently not. Those are back there now. Okay, come on out, sand. Whoops, I don't want to get washed away. Now, be nice, current. Let me in. There we go. Now let's just start throwing that sand out there. And this is going to be a pretty long and tedious process, but I of course won't make you guys stick around for the whole thing. I'm just going to do this first bank and then I'll leave you be. This is kind of hard on the frame rate too. All these items. Oh. Uh-oh. That is probably not good. Aha! Although this is kind of messed up now, isn't it? Let us try, whoops, attempt to problem solve. This could be interesting. Well, how can I make this work? I need to do it before the items despawn as well, which I can solve that pretty easy. Let's push all those in there and then we'll sort it out from there. You go in there, and you go in there. Then I'll push into there. Let's see how this is filling up. Oh yeah, looks like everything's making it there. Wow, I didn't realize it was that many of every item though. That's quite a bit. It's going to be a ton of cobble. Let's fix this water. I need to think of how Minecraft, whatchamacallits, physics, I guess, work. So let's add another one of those, another one of those, so we can lower this whole thing down. So let's break these. Oh. And everything's getting stuck. So I just throw those in. Gonna have to do quite a bit of it by hand. It's not quite making it there. Interesting. You put too many items in a pipe, get the explosion sounds. It seems like the items are still okay. They're kind of glitching in and out, but I guess that's a bug, or else maybe my items are slowly being deleted. Ah, that's much better. That wall is now empty. And in the real world here, it's a new day. I don't have to be all worried about waking people up. Not 4 a.m. anymore, so I don't have to, you know, be sitting here half asleep, all enthusiastic. But as you can see, the walls are cleared, as I said. No more barrels all the way around. That was a little bit of an eyesore. It was neat at first, and I really liked the system, but then once you start mining out huge things, like, we'll take a look at the mine now. Come on now, load. Anyway, start mining out stuff like this, it really becomes a huge pain to try to store all that cobble and dirt and gravel and marble, which is the white stuff, and all that. So that was kind of, it was clogging up the whole system, and once one thing got full, the whole system would stop. So now let's head back downstairs. I want to get a different floor down here. I'm tired of what are these? Marble bricks. So we're gonna put down, I'm thinking maybe concrete, I think it's called. Yeah. So I'll explain what this all is first. So we have these 4 devices. These are all parts of our new storage system. That's all we need. All of our stuff so far is stored in all of these. Inside of here, you see I've got 16K storage. Some of them are full. The ones with red lights on there would be full. So these 3 are full. You can see the number of bytes used is maxed out. Otherwise, if the number of types is maxed out, then you get an orange light, but you can still fit more. So the number of types would be full, but the number of bytes used would not be full if it was an orange light. And green means there's still space. Red, can't fit anything else. I made too many drives, so I just made another one of these ME drives. Or I made too many of the 16K storages. So I'll probably use it eventually, especially if I keep mining like I am. For all that cobble especially. Now this thing is the ME controller. It stores power. Oops, that's the wrong button. It tells me what kind of things I have connected to the whole system. So I've got one import bus, which allows me to take items from a chest into my system, which I'm using it on my ender chest over here. You can see on the side. If we go into that, then we can set it to move an item at a time. So it'll take, let's put this in there. An item at a time, it'll just move one like so. And if we set it to, let me in. Let me in. There we go. If I set it to whole stacks at a time, then it'll move all of it. Whole stacks at a time, of course. Let's see, this thing is our terminal, so we can search a specific item. So if we wanted more of that stuff, then we can see how much we have there. Otherwise, we can see how much of every item we have. We can sort it by different things, different orders. So number of items, sort by number of items. I'm not sure exactly what that is. Sort by item name, so I imagine that's alphabetically. I'm just leaving it at item, or number of items for now. I haven't messed with these 2 yet. View stored craft. Interesting. But if we want to add something, we can either just click and drag it in, or else just shift click and it'll go in. And it'll use up more space, but that's fine. We've got lots to spare. And this device, or this system, can take either MJ or EU power, which means I can either use stuff like the geothermal generator. I can use several mods to power it. So I can use the Industrial Craft 2 stuff, which is the machines I have. Fallen in. Machines I have over there, I can use the same power they use, or I can use the machines I have over here, the same power they use. Right now my base is mostly off of lava power right now. There's still the solar panels on the roof. I'm down to 14 of them, I think, because I made 4 solar turtles, which I believe I already mentioned. This tank's getting full, so I'm going to have to do something with that soon, probably next episode. And Jetpack's still leaving his gold-plated 1980s sized computer sitting here. And I'm noticing too, my frame rate now is just barely holding 30. Every time I add something else in here, my frame rate drops just a little bit more. So I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, but for now, we're okay. So I also have, if you may have noticed, upstairs I've got one of these. So if I right click on this thing, it'll tell me how much of that item I have stored in my system. So I right click with this, it'll say 0. Nano saber probably say 1. Yeah, because I found an extra one. I lost mine at one point. Turns out it was in my storage system somewhere. I should have a few of these. No, I don't. Thought I did. Do I have any arrows actually? I do. 32. Let's put them in there. Does that update? It does. 51. Woohoo! So I've got it just running off of, actually it's connected to that wire down there I think, but I think I'd still get power through the ME cable. But I needed that ME cable for a data connection between this and my drives down there. So let's find something for the floor here. I've been messing around with a few things. Let's find diamond. Let's get a diamond block out here. I need a crafting table. So if we do something like this, which I was debating making the floor all colorful and stuff, then we could have something such as this on the floor. Imagine having that as our floor, and we could put something underneath of it too, so it wouldn't look so you know, plain. So we can fit a block of something underneath there, and it doesn't have to be this size. It can be thicker than that. There's several variations in size there, so we can have these blocks different. We can use like, whoops, can use like the sapphire blocks, or else there's the, whoops, just type ruby blocks. We can use the gold, I think lapis, iron, lead. Basically, see all the stuff you can see over here? Basically all of that. So let's actually, and if I did make it out of diamonds, I have the diamond machine, so I could do that. Let's make that a full block again. We'll toss it back in the machine. And I was going to use concrete blocks. Let's get a couple stacks. Let's get more than a couple stacks. I was going to use these. I like these. They're like stone, like smooth stone. Smooth stone. So let me know what you guys think about that. I should get another wrath lamp in here. It's not quite bright enough in some places. I thought the floor, if it was like a solid layer of this, it might look kind of nice. I mean, we can add lamps in the floor and stuff. And there's like lamps that actually kind of glow, as opposed to just like the redstone lamps. So that could be kind of neat. Let me know what you guys think. I think I'm going to use this though. So just in case you're wondering, here's how the concrete is made. It's just a bunch of stone and some rebar, and I'll show you how rebar is made in just a second. That gives us lots of blocks of concrete. But the rebar, it is just iron or bronze. I've been using refined iron or steel. Yeah, I've just been using the refined iron. It gives me the most. I don't have that much steel. I don't even know how to make it in this particular mod pack, honestly. Blast furnace. Guess you need a blast furnace for it. Okay, makes sense, I guess. But yeah, just some rebar and a rolling, or iron and rolling machine, or refined iron. And a rolling machine gives you 6 rebar, and then you go from there. So just as I'm finishing up here, I still got quite a bit before I ran out to do here, but should I do this next room? I do need to redo this whole system, as well as the auto feeding on this, since we're not using pneumatic tubes anymore. There is an export bus that we can use off of this, so we're probably going to use that to set up. We might set up some kind of auto smelting at some point, but I'm not in a big hurry for that. You know, something that takes in the ores as they're mined by my turtles and automatically before feeding them into the machine, I guess, or he just even pulls it out of the machine and puts it into a pulverizer and then a powered furnace and gives me whatever I need to mine it all out. Or, wow, what am I saying? Not to mine it all out. It smelts it for me, long story short. But next time, we're going to work on moving all the liquids out of that tank. We need to make that bigger. Actually, at the time, like this tank is behind here too. But at the time when I first built this, this used, whoops, all the iron I had. Now, oh come on. Now I should be able to make an even bigger one. We'll see how that goes, I guess. That could be kind of interesting. It's going to be a crap ton of iron. Actually, it's probably going to be more than I thought, because I had to build a tank this big over here to pump all that stuff out of, all the oil out of, into, to hold it there, and then tear this tank down, build an even bigger one in its place, and then pump all the oil back into it. And I've got to do that before it gets completely full, preferably anyway. I mean, I don't have to, but so I'm probably gonna do that next episode. I've got a few other things that we'll do. Since that'll just be kind of like the little side project in the next episode, I guess. I guess. Do I sound very confident? But until next time, guys. See you later. Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye. Oh, doesn't this look much more pretty than before? I think so.